Let's talk about NXT had a big announcement yesterday. NXT came up with a new replacement for War Games after the event has been moved to the main roster as part of Survivor Series. Last night, Shawn Michaels made a huge announcement regarding NXT Deadline. WWE aired a video package featuring Shawn Michaels last night on NXT where he stated that the December 10th event will feature an all-new matchup, the Iron Survivor Challenge. According to the rules, 5 superstars will compete in a 25-minute match. 2 superstars will start the match. Every 5 minutes, a new superstar will enter the match, and superstars with the most wins at the end of the time span will be declared the winner. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at WWE for trying to be creative here. And I think this is the benefit that NXT gives WWE. It's the ability to get a little weird. They can get a little weird and they can do things that, like, if it completely fails, they can laugh it off. If it's a success, great, here we go. We've got a new match in the pipeline of things we can promote on television. And at first glance, reading the rules of this match, it's weird. It's definitely weird because it's this bastard child of like the Royal Rumble and an Iron Man match and like elements of TNA and like there's just a lot going on here. It's a lot to understand, and I'm gonna kind of try and pick through it here and figure out what was going on. Originally, when I saw the 25-minute time limit with a new superstar entering every 5 minutes, that threw me for a loop because and I think a lot of people did this when they first read this news. It was like, that feels very unfair to entrant number 5 because he's going to be at a huge disadvantage if he gets to come into the match and there's only 5 minutes to go and he has to score points. But then like I sat down, reread it, processed it, and like upon further review of the rules, 1 and 2 start in the ring. Combatants 1 and 2 start in the ring. So essentially the 5th will enter with 15 minutes left, right? Because you'll have 1 and 2 when the clock's at 0. Then at 5 minutes 3, 10 minutes 4, and 15 minutes you get number 5. So he'll get 10 minutes still. It's not a lot of time to score pinfalls. But this will lend itself to some like exciting moments, I think. Or just like complete batshit booking of a guy coming in and just like popping off 2 or 3 pins real quick or submissions or something. That guy's at an advantage and a disadvantage, right? Because he comes in late, but he comes in fresh when everybody's kind of beat down. So that element's at play there. That works. But we look at like Triple H has been kind of eliminating all of these gimmick pay-per-views on the main roster. And then like we go to NXT and we just add new ones. I guess that's okay. The NXT roster is filled with enough high entertainment talent that they could pull off a match like this. I don't know if the main roster could pull off a match like this, nor do I think that's ever what this is really intended for. I think this is just intended to be a big NXT gimmick that's exciting to watch. But there are some quirks to this match that interest me, right? Because there's actually, I read there's a penalty box that if you get a point scored against you, you get sent to the penalty box for 90 seconds. It's kind of a cool twist, right? Like you get penalized if you get pinned or submitted. Now, I think I read that if you get disqualified, you get put in the box as well. I think a match like this has to be no DQ. It's weird to score points on a DQ in a match like this. Like if a guy picks up a chair, he hits somebody, they score a point, then he gets put in the penalty box. That doesn't feel right. I wish this was no DQ, but I do have a little bit of fear that this is like there's a lot going on in this match and it may be hard to follow for more casual fans. People who aren't like tuned into like TNA and the King of the Mountain matches and like a championship scramble match, like people who aren't real in tune with those matches, they may watch this and go, holy shit. But I don't know that those people are necessarily dialed in and watching NXT anyway. Like I think it's a different level of fan that watches NXT. So yeah, the penalty box idea is cool. I think TNA did something like this, like I said, in the King of the Mountain style match. But it's a cool way. Like it works. It works as a way to give a guy a breather instead of forcing him to just lay lifeless on the floor, which is what happens in most matches, right? You see a guy falls down and all of a sudden, hey, Gargano's fucking dead for the next 10 minutes. Then all of a sudden he rises up and gets back in the match. This 90 seconds in the penalty box, you can bang on the walls, create some entertainment that way. But it's just it's like, these are cool elements. Like, it's worth a try. Weird is good. Like, I'll be watching. I'll pay attention to this. I'm all about this. I like this announcement. And so I don't remember what day this event is, but it's in December sometime. I'm excited to watch that.